Hello, class.
Go Seahawks. As you can tell, I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm going to talk to you guys today about one of the seven I am statements that you see in John's Gospel that Jesus makes. Firstly, I just wanted to say that I think it's rare that you see numbers in the Bible and they don't mean anything. In this case, you see Jesus using seven I am statements about who he is. The number seven in the Bible usually symbolized completion. In my opinion, Christ used 7 reasons why we're complete in him. Real quick, here are those 7.
Jesus said, I'm the bread of life.
He said, I am the light of the world. Number 2. Number 3, Jesus is the gate to salvation. Number 4, Jesus is the good shepherd. Number 5, Jesus is the resurrection. Number 6, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And then 7, Jesus is the true vine. Now I'm going to briefly talk about just one of those. The first one, I am the bread of life. First time we actually see this phrase, I am, is actually in Exodus chapter 3, verse 14. This was the covenant name of God, or Yahweh, which was revealed as Moses at the burning bush. This name, I am, essentially referred to a self-sufficient existence, which something only God can possess. The Jews during Jesus' time, listening to Jesus, they're well aware of this I am phrase and knew that it would be a claim to deity. So that's the first thing Jesus is doing in that statement, is he is making a claim to deity. The second part of that phrase, he says that he's the bread of life. You see bread used throughout the New Testament. You see bread used when Jesus fed the 5,000, and then again when he feeds the 4,000. Again, I don't think those numbers are coincidence. The first one, he feeds the 5,000. He has a Jewish audience, and he has 12 pieces of bread. In my opinion, and based on some commentaries, it's representing the 5 books of the Torah and the 12 tribes of Israel. The second time is the 4,000. He has a Jewish and Gentile audience, and he is representing the 4 Gospels, and then the 7 pieces of bread, which is representing completion. Anyways, getting back to the bread of life. So essentially, bread back then was a basic dietary item. You can survive on bread alone and water alone for a long period of time. And that's what God or Jesus was saying essentially, is that he is the sustainer of life. He is the bread of life. And he's talking about the spiritual realm. He's not talking about the physical realm. Just like physically you need bread to sustain, he's saying, in order to sustain your spirit eternally, I am the bread of life. Do you need me? That's all I'm going to leave you guys with. A lot more can be said. Thanks for listening. God bless.